Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Smashi Sports Show. My name is Hisham, and I'm joined today by my co-host Abdelaziz. How are you,
Hello,
Aziz?
Hisham. How are you today?
All good?
Good, very good.
I'm very good. It's a Monday morning on the 3rd of February. It's the first episode of February, second month of the year. What's going on?
A lot of sports happening.
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
You tell me or I tell you? I don't
Like,
get it.
Basketball international tournament, the
Yes.
Dubai International Basketball
Yes.
Tournament.
Yes, it's over here. Basketball.
Apart from the winners and the teams and the national teams that were competing in this tournament, what a such a great organization
Yes.
from the Basketball Federation, obviously the team behind the Dubai Basketball, Smashi TV, you know.
Everyone included in the tournament made a great job. From
It
the
was-
players, from the management team, from the partners, from
Very well organized.
the attendees. Also, we've seen a lot of people attending the games. Because actually the games were worth watching.
I only see that during the national team playing an important game.
Yeah.
But the amount of fans that I saw during this tournament was crazy. That proves a point that basketball has a very, very high community.
True.
But-
And it's evolving and it's growing.
But you see, as I can see that, from what I understood right now in terms of basket, that Lebanese people have their own community. You see, Jordanians has their own community. Also, the Chinese, Philippines, they have their own community. Obviously, UAE supporters also have their own community. But I think if those all of those communities join together, I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, that's what we actually witnessed in this tournament. And I think it's thanks to the players and the teams that set the tone from the beginning of the tournament. From the first game to the finals, all of the game were intense. And that's why I'm telling you, it's worth watching. And
You know what I have in mind? And it's something that I really wasn't agreeing on.
Okay.
It happens first of the Champions League. You know, the Champions League right now has a new format where it's like a league, and the first 8 teams qualify to this next round, and then you have the other teams competing, and the last 10 teams that are out of the tournament. I think the Asian Federation of Basketball should look into having such a tournament.
same tournament, same procedure.
Where you have more teams playing against each other, big teams apart from groups. To be fair with you, I don't know how the groups go for the Asian basketball, for the teams, not for the national teams. But you see, if you're seeing Al Nasr play a team from Qatar, playing a team from Philippines, playing a team from Bahrain, a team from Lebanon, here, every now and then, it was crazy. Last round of the Champions League, you had 18 matches happening at the same time. 18 matches happening at the same time.
Yeah, and from different countries, different.
Across all Europe.
Across
So
all
imagine
Europe,
having, for example, 15 games of basketball or 10 games of basketball in the Asian.
That's what Dubai
Champions
International
League is what?
Championship is about, because they bring a lot of different teams from different countries, and sometimes the other teams they're not available because they have their own leagues.
Yes.
So that's the only
But
issue.
if it's in the international calendar,
Yeah.
that's applicable.
Yeah, that's
you know,
applicable.
I think the only tournament that's not in the international calendar, apart from the friendly tournaments like the Dubai one, I think the Olympics.
Yeah.
But other tournaments
It's
the
Ecuador.
CAF, Asian, European federations across all sports, they should be in
They should
in the yearly calendar.
At least twice a year, I would say.
Yeah. First of all, hard luck of losing the final. Tunisia made a very good
Yeah, Tunisia.
tournament, and I suggested I didn't suggest, but my perspectives were it would look so good if you have Tunisia playing against UAE in the final.
Yeah, I wanted that to happen actually, but at the same time, I didn't want that to happen because I didn't know which
Before
team to
before we kick off, was speaking about the teams who are in the semi-final. Obviously, you can see right now this is the final game. It was Tunisia versus Beirut. I'm sure the people who can listen to us cannot see, but you can watch the full episode on Smashi TV, audio video. So subscribe, download the app to watch the full episode on a audio. So, amazing seeing Beirut club winning this tournament.
Amazing tournament, amazing games. They kept the same level. They're so consistent. They had the MVP, Ali Haider. He got the MVP of a tournament. They had also Sergio Addarwish as the best forward. They have the two US players. Everyone was playing from the first game to the final in an amazing level, and they made it to the finals. I just want to say that Tunisia also had the same thing. They played really well from the beginning.
The game
of
was very
tournament.
close. I think it was
Yeah.
74-80?
Something like this. It
74, 76, 80?
Yeah, but they didn't. Tunisia started playing at the last third quarter, so they had to come back from 20 points, and they did actually come back to 6 points, and then they couldn't manage because they already. Beirut knew how to handle the last 2 quarters, but this was by far the best game for Beirut and the least performance game for Tunisia.
Yeah, you know, the way I see them celebrating here, that's not a friendly tournament.
That's not a friendly tournament.
That's not
You
a
should have
friendly
watched the
tournament.
game, actually. You should have watched the game. The intensity, we had a lot of players that got fouled out, 5 fouls, 4 fouls. So everyone was like pushing it so hard for the final.
And also, you can capture all the reels vertical highlights on our Smashi
on
Sports
Smashi, you have the
Instagram.
highlights, you can see it.
And like from what I see, and even like the managers, the way they were mad, the way they were like aggressive about winning the game, like managers, players, organizers, as I mentioned, all the teams came here, participated with the Dubai International Management Team and the Basketball Federation in UAE. That did not look for me like a friendly tournament.
Me too, actually, and because every team was representing either a country or their team himself, and it looks like a national tournament, not just a friendly tournament, you know.
Yeah. But my main question is, Aziz, and I want to get your perspective on this. Why did the UAE national team didn't make it to the final?
Okay, I can't actually give you a proper answer.
No.
to
Like
this
I want to
because
know
it's
from
the
your
game of basketball.
from your perspective as a fan. Like how do you think they accomplished this this tournament? As you know, as Smashi Sports is one of the official sponsors for the
Here's
UAE basketball national team.
my way of thinking of this question. Okay, the UAE national team has amazing players. Yeah. There's great team, great chemistry, great coach, great management team, and they just lack consistency and they lack focus. When I say focus, if you win 1 or 2 games in a tournament, doesn't mean you're going to make it to the final.
Yeah.
You have to keep the same focus as the day one till the last day. Winning, the job is not finished. As the Kobe Bryant always say, the job is not finished. You win by 40 points, you win by 1 point, it's the same thing.
You win the game,
have to you have to go through all the games with the same mentality until you get the championship.
Yes.
So this is what I saw that lacking for the UAE, and in the last game actually they had an amazing first half. They were winning by 6 or by 7 points against Beirut, and then they couldn't manage the last 2 quarters. They actually lost focus, and that's how you lost the game, and you pay the price. It's like minor details, you know. It's like all the games, they can be played in 1 or 2 actions, and they know that also. So. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the UAE national team performance. I mean, honestly, I wasn't expecting them to go to the semi-final by winning against what was the game they won? It's 87-84. The Philippine group? No,
it wasn't. You mean you're talking about the semi-final game?
Yeah, the quarterfinal one.
The quarterfinal
Before Beirut.
Before Beirut, where I have the full schedule here.
Yeah, Al-Ahli Libya, like Tripoli. Al-Ahli, I wasn't expecting that. They made an amazing game and they won. Because Al-Ahli was the first of the Group B.
Yes.
First positions.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
And in the quarterfinal, the first team has to play the last team. And everyone was expecting Al-Ahli to win against the UAE, but they managed to get the great win. And they should have kept the same focus because, as I told you, if you win one game, doesn't mean you win the next one. So I'm pretty happy with the UAE national team. They got also in terms of prizes. They got Qais Omar, best center of the tournament.
Yeah. I think also it meant. I think as you see that the consistency didn't happen for them in the semifinals also. But I think that was a wake up call for them. Maybe it was a late wake up call, but they managed to win the 3rd place. Yeah.
But also don't forget they've been playing every day for 7 days or 8 days. So also there's the fatigue.
You know why I'm trying to why I have a perspective of asking the question, why did the UAE national team didn't make it? Because a lot of clubs from UAE, 2-3 clubs, they participated in the tournament, such as Al Nasr club and
Nasr Al Sharjah.
Al Nasr Al Sharjah club. But I know why these clubs did not make it to the final stages because obviously you have the best players of this team play in the national team.
True.
So that's why those clubs were missing at least 2 to 3 players each team. So that's why I said since day one that I would expect UAE national team to play against the Tunisian national team. And you see at the end you have the Beirut club winning the tournament. Obviously they have a lot of experience, have 2 American players, and we know having an American player in your team is
They have
different.
also players for Lebanon for the national.
Well,
Lebanon
apart from the like, for me, like across the GCC and the Middle East in basketball, it's Lebanon,
Yeah.
and also you have 2 giant clubs in Africa, Zamalek and Ahli, also in the basket. But in the GCC mainly, it's like Lebanon has a very
Also, I
huge-
wasn't expecting honestly to the Tunisian national team to win against strong group Philippines.
Oh yeah,
That was an amazing
that
game
was,
for
that,
them.
that was
Yeah,
amazing.
that
That
was
was amazing.
amazing.
And how's the game of the Philippines against the UAE national team for the 3rd place?
The 3rd place they didn't play.
It was
It was a forfeit game.
it was a forfeit game.
It was a forfeit game. So the UAE national team clinched the 3rd spot automatically.
Yeah.
And the Philippines got the 4th place.
Well, yeah, but shout out again to the Basketball International Organization, Basketball Federation, and also all the teams that came and participated from all across around.
Yes,
the
and
GCC
again,
and Middle East.
just want to go through the basketball prizes for the tournament. We've got Ali Haidar from Beirut as the most valuable player. Well deserved. He averaged 20 points, 11 rebounds. Amazing player. I loved him. Best playmaker of the tournament, DeMarco Dickerson from the UAE. Best forward, Sergio Adarwiz from Beirut. Best center, Qais Omar from the UAE national team. Best 3-point shooter, my guy Ziyech Hanofi, the Tunisian national team shooter. And the best coach of the tournament, Hisham. Who's the best coach for the
Captain
tournament?
Munir.
Of course,
Captain
Captain Munir. Yes, of course, Captain Munir.
Shout out to the UAE national team,
UAE national
manager and players also. A great advantage. When is the upcoming international calendar scheduled?
Now, I think the next thing happening for the UAE is the last window of the Asia Cup.
Yes.
So
I
they
think
have-
they're going to play against Syria
Syria or Bahrain.
or
I'm not
Bahrain.
sure.
No, I
But
think they played the last game against Bahrain.
Yeah, but they need to clinch the win. It's like a must win.
Yeah.
Win or go home. And if they win, they also clinch a spot for the World Cup qualifications.
Oh, nice. So
And
you,
it's
you
going to
you
be the first
participate-
time for the UAE.
So you're going to participate in the Asian Cup that's going to
Asian
happen
Cup
in Saudi
automatically,
this
and
year.
automatically you gotta
and
get
then you
to
go
the
to the World Cup qualification.
qualifications. Yeah, qualification games, not World Cup. So you play for the qualifications. So it's happening in June.
I mean, UAE has obviously the UAE national team has a long road ahead, especially in 2025.
And we can see the improvement. We can see it growing in front of our eyes.
100%.
Every game, every tournament, and I
Things-
really love to see that.
Things needs time, and I think they're growing time by time. I know my question sounds a bit hard regarding the national team, but because when you love a project, you'd always expect the best out of it.
Exactly.
It's not that I'm trying to like downgrade. They did a very good tournament. But you know, when you see a project growing, you just always want the best out of it.
Sure.
You don't want it to succeed by 100%. If they reach 100%, you want 120, 150, 200%. So yeah.
And also, all the players that we're expecting to perform, they performed well.
Yeah.
From Qais to Latif to Dickerson to Omar to Jassim to everyone, honestly.
Yeah.
So I'm really pretty proud and happy of the team on overall basis.
Moving on to our second story, moving from the basketball and back to the football,
Okay, back to your business, Hisham.
back to my business. So
Back to your field.
it's not. Look,
It's yours. Come on.
all
it's yours.
sports
It's
is
okay.
my
Everyone
field.
knows.
alright?
Everyone knows. Even
all
the fans.
sports is my field. So you just need to understand that. Where we have Hakim Ziyech officially joins Qatar Al Duhail after departing from Galatasaray. I think Hakim is a very talented player.
Yeah, I love him.
He has been participating very well recently with the Morocco national team.
Yeah.
So as previously mentioned, Hakim is a player who had problems regarding he had a knee problem that couldn't let him actually go to a European club.
Yeah. But he
Because-
has the potential to go.
because he wouldn't pass the medical test due to what he have in his knee. So he made it to Galatasaray. I think that was last summer transfer. I'm sure he departed because I think there is another player that went to Galatasaray from Europe. Morata. Morata moved to Galatasaray. So Hakim, I think, went to Duhail, and I think his knee problem is now fixed. I think Duhail is making a very, very good transfers.
Yeah.
Watch them next season. Why I'm telling you is because I also got a player. His name is Akram Tawfiq. He's a CDM. He plays for Al
I
Ahli.
think Duhail is the current leader of the Qatari league, right?
Probably for top
Yeah.
three for sure.
Yeah.
So it's always at Duhail. It's always Al Sad also. Sad has a great team behind, but they're not performing.
I don't know
this
why,
well.
Hisham, but I always like have a special love for the left-footed players.
Yeah, all of them. I
Okay,
think that
it's-
it's they say they're always much high skillful than
Yeah.
normal, even if they're poor performance, but they always have something different playing with your left foot.
100%.
And like when you're a kid, you don't get to choose to play with your left or your right foot.
Yeah,
It's not an
It
option.
just comes automatically.
It just comes automatically.
Yeah.
And I see many people having their kids grow up. He tells them, no, play with the left. Don't play with the right. Don't play with the left.
You
Don't
can't.
play with the right. Play with the left. So it's either you have it or not. I think Hakim was already presented, as you can see here, with the club manager getting the number 93. I think that's his date of birth.
Yep.
I think it's a great opportunity for him to explore playing in such a league. He'll make a very good impact. It's very good seeing players also go to Qatar, go to UAE, as also happening in Saudi Arabia. And when we mention Saudi Arabia, we'll move on to our last story of today, and it is an amazing start for Al Ahli, and Ahli did not make that transfer well.
Okay.
But they decided on the deadline day to get Galeno from Porto. Galeno is a Brazilian player, and you can see the amount of Brazilian players that just keeps coming. I think Al Hilal just had the other Brazilian, and he actually scored a goal in his first game yesterday.
Okay.
So, they played their game on Saturday. That when he scored the goal, you can watch the goal on Smashi Sports Instagram. He came from Porto. He's 27 years old. The transfer cost around $52 million, approximately 51.8 million.
Okay.
I think he's a very good player. Obviously, he's Brazilian. I really have something different for the Brazilian players.
100%.
I don't know why they all just have something different. I don't know.
It's
where
in their
it comes
DNA,
from,
bro. It's in their blood.
you know,
It's in their blood.
so it was a last minute transfer, and I think they've been negotiating with it very fast because you're not going to pay a 51.8 million on a last day just out of that. I think the negotiations has been happening for a while. You can see him here on his transfer
then.
coming into the airport and just having the signing. I think Al Ahli is one of the clubs that has very high history in. Like I also consider Ittihad, Al Hilal, and Al Ahli. These are the top teams in Saudi across history and community and fans behind him. A big chance for him also after Saint-Maximin moved to Fernsbach in. You're enjoying the video. You like the promo, no?
Yeah, I'm enjoying the video actually. Sorry.
So, yeah.
Disturbing me, Hisham. Let me finish it.
So
Okay. Yeah.
it's
Welcome, Galeno.
Welcome, Galeno, obviously. And as I said, having them after Saint-Maximin left and he plays now in Turkey, I think it's time for Roberto Firmino now. Such a legend, big player for Liverpool, big player for Schalke, big player for the Brazilian national team, one of the top players that made history, Champions League, Premier League.
Again, Hisham, we're seeing a lot of praying moving to
But
the,
yeah, I think
to
it's
the-
time for Bobby Firmino to move out of the Al Hilal because he's been trying since this year. I saw him in an international tournament, in a friendly tournament that happened almost last year, and it was between Zamalek, Al Raja from Tunis.
Mhm.
No,
Raja
Raja
Al-
Maghribi.
Maghribi,
Yeah, Raja Casablanca, I think. Yeah, so my apologies.
Got it.
And also you had a team from Japan, and you had Al Ahli presenting Saudi.
Saudi, yeah.
And I saw him in the pitch. Like I see, he doesn't have anything to offer anymore.
Okay.
So just like how I see Mani and Al Nasr.
Okay, I got you.
Do you
I
get
got
me?
you. Yeah, I got
so
you.
they don't have anything to offer anymore.
Yeah.
There's
There's no L value anymore, yeah.
at the end, I get the the Saudi league now is actually one of the top 5 leagues in the world. That's my own perspective and my own point of view, due to views, due to fans, the environment.
It is. And
But
it's going to
I
be growing
think-
more.
I think the clubs needs to start focusing now on building the future. As you can see, a lot of youth players moving over there just to build. The fact of having iconic players come, that helped the league to reach a certain point, and you have it there. But now, in order for the league to grow more, is having those youth players. That's why you can see a Barca player. He's 18.
Yeah, he recently joined also.
He joined the Ittihad. You can see another
Hernandez.
Unai Hernandez also moving to Ittihad. You see many players with a young age or an average 20s years moving to Saudi, because I was happy that seeing Neymar let go of Al Hilal, because any player who has a big name, if he can't offer anything to the league, then there is no need.
Yeah.
Because at the end, as Ronaldo said, it's a win-win situation for everyone. So if not the club is not getting anything out of it, why would I have you? In terms of marketing, is important.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like Al Hilal, they could have kept Neymar, no? They could have kept him.
They could have kept Neymar.
Big name, Neymar, star, has a very huge fan base behind him, but marketing is important, social media is important, but also one of the main reasons, performance.
Performance also,
Yeah.
and he played only 40 minutes.
Trust
for the
me,
whole
trust
season.
me. If the club is making millions or trillions out of marketing and selling shirts and advertising, and the team is not winning or not getting trophies, they're not going to be happy about
Exactly.
it. But if you have
At
the
the end
team,
of the day, it's all about winning. you know?
But if you have the team winning, but they don't have good strategy of marketing and
True.
advertising, obviously,
I'll take it.
yeah,
They'll take it also.
they'll take it, but they would want the team to win more
Sure.
rather than just have advertising and marketing.
Sure.
Obviously,
That's all about sports, no?
As a-
It's winning first.
as a board member, you would also say, I'll bring Aziz, I'll pay him 10 million, but I need to see
Up front, please.
you changed a lot, huh?
I swear.
I'm telling you.
I told you.
Since
I
Q4 to
told you.
Q1, you changed a lot.
I
okay?
told you, the first episode of 2025, I told you.
You changed a
Go
lot,
back, guys,
man.
and you listen. Up front, 10
God,
million. I'll take it. I
no.
play defender. I'll play
Up
attacker.
front now,
I'll play.
you just wanted to hit the CMS, huh? Yes. You wanted to hit the CMS, go live. Now I'm satisfied. So, I forgot what I was saying. I'm going to kill you.
You're gonna give me $10 million.
Yeah,
for
so
it.
if I have Aziz coming, giving him a 10 million, buying him from his club, and then paying him a specific wage every month, I also need to see how I'm going to make money out of you.
Yeah.
Not only in terms of winning trophies, but let's be fair, selling shirts, commercials, sponsors, they make more money
Yeah,
than the
true.
prices that they make from
now
the
it's
clubs and the
very related
federation.
in this modern
Okay.
sports, modern football.
Do you agree? This is how
True.
60% a board member would think.
Yeah.
Because at the end, if you don't make money, you're not going to be able to get good stars, good players, pay wages,
Costs. Play their costs. Yeah.
quality of t-shirts, gym, transportation. These things cost a lot that no one knows.
true.
If you check at the transportation cost of each team, it's crazy.
Especially if you play in a lot of leagues, not just your own league.
It's
yeah.
crazy.
You have
But
to
the
move
fan,
on
the
weekly
fan,
basis
the
from
fan,
one place to another.
the fan doesn't really give a damn.
Yeah, true.
You go on the pitch, you make me enjoy the game, and you win the game.
Yeah.
And trust me, if the teams is winning, okay, and the fans doesn't see that the team is playing good, they're just winning. Winning covers, but the fan get it. I agree. How many supporters are there for football in the world? Just give an approximate number. It doesn't have to be accurate at all. What? 500 million?
Yeah.
For example.
maybe. Yeah.
So
1
if
billion,
there is
let's say.
500 million supporter, trust me, there are 500 million coach.
True. Everyone knows about.
Everyone is sitting in front of
Everyone
the
knows
TV.
about
He's
why
a
he did
coach.
that and why he didn't that and why the coach did that, and he knows about
See?
everything, and he
Yeah.
got the secret recipe for winning. Everyone knows how
If
to
he
win.
did this and he that, you would see people on watching games that were
Yeah, but also I like that part in football. Actually,
it's the only
When
thing
everyone
that
is
you can
arguing.
only see it in football. Every supporter of football, he's a manager.
Yeah,
tell me a game that you ever watch
And you didn't.
and you say, why did he substitute that player?
And why did you went left?
And then,
right? Why
and
did
then,
you stop?
yeah,
Why
and,
didn't you give a damn
and like
pass?
for example, he would say, he should have put on Karim Benzema in the first half. Okay, Karim.
But the question is, how do you know?
No.
How do you know, bro?
This is what kills me. So he goes like, for example, Aziz. I think Aziz should be substituted in the second half.
Okay.
So the manager next game, he would substitute Aziz in the second half. Yeah, but he substituted him late in the 75 minutes. It should be in the 60 minutes.
49 minutes. Yeah.
That's,
Bro, they know about
and actually,
everything.
that's the joy of football.
Also judging the players, and players also know that the fans are judging them, so they come back next game with another mentality, like looking for
Obviously.
making them wrong, and
Yeah,
that's all about.
That's
all
what we
about the
love.
sports,
That's
yeah.
what we love about the game.
There's also this John Durant that has joined Al Nassr, 21 years old.
I see. Like
It's like young players are coming in.
what's the transfer market value?
$80 million.
They got him for $80 million.
Yeah, from Aston Villa, bro. From Aston Villa. Yeah.
You know, back in the days, I think where the transfer market was boomed, when you had Paul Pogba move from Juventus to United for a 90 million.
Yeah.
Okay, and before that, but that was like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Not 20, 15 years ago.
15 years ago, I got
Where you had Ronaldo going to Madrid, for
for
90 million. But 90 million there was that time.
At
But
what time, bro? At that time, that was.
But I think what
That was-
ruined the transfer market, across the whole world was PSG. When they bought Neymar from Barcelona,
Totally agree. Totally agree. Bro.
they break out the release clause, cost 225 million. And then all the clubs knew that Barcelona has a lot of money, so they got Dembele for 150 million. They got Griezmann for 100 million. From that time, football is like,
Boom. Totally agree.
like trust me, like
Totally
a lot of
agree, bro.
like. In my perspective, okay, regarding the transfer values, across all top 5 leagues, okay, which is Saudi, Russian league is one of them, obviously. If you don't have a player like Ronaldo, these are the players that deserve to be transferred. That style in his prime, obviously, transferred in a 60 and 70 million. Apart from that, any other player, I don't know, a 30 million is 20 to 30 million. That's the average.
I'd get Lamine Yamal also for a high price. Also.
Lamine Yamal now is 250 million. Yeah. You're talking about Barcelona. Now the release costs for those players in Barcelona, you know how much? $1 billion.
What?
$1 billion, I'm not joking.
What?
Yeah, if you want to buy the player without negotiating with the club, the release cost for it is $1 billion.
Bro, I have a headache, sorry. Let me just handle it.
Yeah. So, but now you can see.
I felt cold for a moment.
Previously, you would see the players based on his stats, you know? Because if you had like Kaká, Cafu, Ronaldinho,
bro,
Ronaldo,
days, bro,
if these players right now were playing and they're going to the Saudi Pro League, how much you pay them? Like 300 million, 400 million? Do you get what I mean? So, like, the game is changing.
Ronaldo, R9.
Yeah, because now you don't see the player only on the field. You see the fan base behind him, his social media platforms, his brands, his sponsors, Nike,
Yeah,
Adidas.
there's a lot of factors.
that,
There's a
that.
lot of factors.
So actually, the game is not starting to be the favorite now because it's now more of a business, you know, more than the game. But yeah, even you see players complaining about having too much international tournaments. You know, I don't want to jump into that. It's not really our argument to take on.
Yeah,
but
it's happening.
you see a lot of players argue right now how tired players are and get injured, where you have the Champions League making a bigger tournament and then you have the FIFA making a new tournament happening every 2 years or 1 year. I think I see a lot. I never watched a game from it. It's the UEFA National League. So they want to make the World Cup every 2 years. Like, people are just like, you know, at the end, those players they have their families, they have life, you know, being a football player, going to the club 7 in the morning and coming back at 8 p.m, training twice and just having 2-3 hours break in the middle. That's consistent. You have a day off and then you have the Saturday game.
No, you're making it too much. Honestly, Sham, I'll do it for that amount of money.
Yeah, you'll
can
do that amount
of
of money,
bro. You'll
but-
find the motivation
but trust
to
me,
wake
physically-
up every day.
physically-
You'll find
Physically.
Physically, I know.
Look at the amount of ACL
True.
happening right
True,
now.
true,
Amount of
true.
players getting injured,
True.
this and that and that. And
True.
So it's been obviously players work hard
it's a
on
tough
themselves.
job, actually. It's a tough, very tough job.
Obviously, all jobs are tough based on what you do. But I understand. But trust me, being away, like at the end, guys, we work sometimes weekends. That happens across all countries, all cities, all
Industries, everything.
all industries. Everywhere you work overtime, you work on weekends. But like, you get like a minimum of 48 hours
Yeah.
of life.
Yeah.
Those players, trust me, and those
Quality time.
yeah, and those players, they don't have the opportunity to go in a park and have a walk with their families. You
Yeah,
know?
because of the fame. And
That's why
everything.
I'm saying celebrities of the Hollywood movie. He does a movie, obviously it takes him so hard, 5 months, maybe 6 months average, constant shoot, but he doesn't make that for the whole year, you know? It takes him a
Totally
year,
agree,
2 years.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Aziz. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
your
that
time.
was
Always
a
love
episode.
having
I
you
loved it.
on the
Thank
show.
you, Hisham.
Hopefully, guys, we have the EDC round 4, and it's the last round
It's,
happening on the 8th.
last round on EDC.
Yeah.
It's happening on Smashi again.
It's the 8th round, starting at 5 p.m. on Saturday. Tune in to our Instagram page to see all our team on ground, covering all the event for you, making interviews, getting you close-up cars from the garage, you know, like those behind the scenes where they make the tires and the engine, stuff like that.
That's the tough part, you know.
Announcements will be out
That's also
today.
a tough part.
Today we'll post for you on Smashi Sports Instagram the highlight of round 3, where you see stuff that you did not see on the live stream. Also,
Also, if you missed the basketball tournament, you'll see the highlights and the games on
everything,
socials on the Smashi app.
100%. Well, we have a few verticals and reels on our Instagram page. But if you want to see the full games and if you want to see the full highlights, tune into Smashi TV. You can download Smashi TV on your iPhone, iPad, also Android or iOS. We have
All devices.
all devices. Also on the TV web browser, you find Smashi TV everywhere. You also have an option to subscribe with ads or without ads. We would love if you subscribe to our podcast across all your favorite podcast platforms: Anghami, Spotify, YouTube Music, or Apple Music. Apple Podcast, maybe.
Apple Podcast.
I think when they change Google Podcast to
make
YouTube
it-
Music, that's making me. Yeah. Thank you, Aziz, for your time
Thank you,
again.
Hisham.
This was
Thanks,
Smashi.
everyone.
This was Smashi Sports Show, a Smashi production under the Augustus Media Network podcast. See you on Friday at 11 a.m.
Have a great week, everyone.